Hey friends and family, my name is Skylent, and today we're going to talk about a brand new MMO FPS survival game that actually has RPG mechanics proper, quests, stuff like that. A lot of things going on that make it a real MMO, apparently, supposedly. This game's called Pioneer. They say Pioneer, but it's not spelled like Pioneer, it's Pioneer, whatever. Anyways, so this is effectively like, I guess, a stalker game, meets a little bit of fear, meets a little Stranger Things, kind of. Definitely a Russian survival MMO FPS, and there's been a bunch of those coming out recently, and also that we have seen sort of sporadically try to come out, kind of hit, miss, sometimes fail, sometimes do okay, but in the end, this is a genre that really is trying to just do something special, or I don't know, try to exist, but this one in particular looks a little special, and that's why I'm going to mention it. So I'm a little late. I think this was shown at an E3. Some like FPS YouTubers have talked about it, but MMO YouTubers have kind of slept on it, and I want to really talk about it because I know for the MMO genre, it's all about European fantasy or anime, but really, no, the FPS genre is so underrated. I love Foxhole, PlanetSide 2 specifically, though, just like in terms of shooter MMOs. Yeah, we don't got many of them, but we're starting to see more and more as survival games are, inspiring and bleeding into MMOs. Obviously, yeah, we're gonna get some MMO FPS survival games. Pioneer. Going to act as a former operative of some kind of sorts or whatever. There is going to be a story with pseudo-cinematics inside of it that, anyways, yeah, I guess it matters a little bit. You're trying to survive in a world of an apparent technological disaster, which is specifically an island. It is a Soviet island, completely isolated from the mainland by some just weird bullcrap that's happening. Again, very Stranger, like specifically Stranger Things. So you get a little fear, get a little bit of Stalker with the open world survival elements. There it is. Apparently the whole story is you're going to rescue comrades and overall just kind of investigate the island. There it is. It is technically an Action MMORPG, which it's an MMO FPS. There it is. They're using those terminologies instead of just survival game or something like that because there is proper quests and stuff and things, so that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Now I am worried though about how MMO it really is going to be, but we can actually talk about some of the mechanics that we're going to have that are really exciting. So that's going to be character customization and weapon customization, which we do see in just general, like, I don't know, battle royales or general survival games, but it's supposed to be like extra in-depth, being more like DayZ like, being more simulation styled, as well as enhanced like customization with the technological anomaly style customizations, which apparently are called artifacts. So that's pretty neat. Can't wait to see how that actually turns out. But the character progression is actually defined by influence level. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this is really going to work, but apparently it does not affect the character's stats. That's never going to happen. We're not going to have combat abilities enhanced. Influence level is going to give access to new weapon suppliers, quest givers, and just in general, probably ease of access of valuable items. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And overall, you're going to gain influence levels, through quests, quest lines, achievements, trading, smuggling, apparently. That's going to be a thing. And overall, the game is promoting its unique setting, which is pretty cool. If you haven't played like a Russian survival game, here we go. They all kind of look similar, but this one does look a little bit extra. And again, I want to say Stranger Things. Like, what if there was some sort of Stranger Things event that straight up became post-apocalyptic and actually fucked shit up? What would happen to the survivors and the military in that zone? It would get pretty crazy. So yeah, that's what this game is. Now, it's actually a PvE-focused game. Again, that's something a little bit special compared to the other Russian survival games, which are mostly PvP or entirely PvP-focused. PvE-focused with weird, like, environmental things. It kind of reminds me of The Mist, almost, where it's like two dimensions are kind of phasing in and out of each other. You got these weird vines and jellyfish monsters and bubbles that come out of nowhere, dudes in hazmat suits, but a lot of it actually reminds me of Far Cry. So it's it's like Far Cry, Stalker, Fear. Yeah, just throw those three FPSs together, and I think you're starting to kind of, something's coming out of the cauldron that looks like this. Now, there is going to be PvP, apparently, though, but that's going to be in specific zones and specific areas called the Empty Lands. So think RuneScape Wilderness. There you go. Now, apparently the deadliest creatures and other survivors are going to be in that zone, so that's going to be like the hardcore area. So I think that's pretty cool, though. That's where the most valuable gear is apparently going to be. Now, there's going to be also a faction system. You can join various factions. There are 4 in total to complete their faction quest lines. Again, PvE-focused game, and you're allowed to make decisions also. So there is going to be pros, cons, kind of, I don't know, BioShock-ish. I don't know if Stalker actually had those RPG mechanics. I think it did. You could actually kill people and stuff like that. I didn't actually play Stalker. Sorry, guys. But yeah, there's going to be a faction system, again, PvE focused with the quests. And overall, it is a life simulation game. Funny enough that they actually mentioned that. Just kind of Stranger Things, post-apocalyptic, Russian FPS survival life simulation. The time of day will affect the behavior of most of the in-game non-playable characters. Yeah. So, for example, wild animals and mutants are very active during the day, and most dangerous creature in the game, the Leshy, who goes out to hunt, is exclusively at night. That's just kind of what they tease out. Maybe life simulation is going to be deeper than that, and I imagine it would with the attention to detail with this game, but those are the main talking points of Pioneer and what we can see from the gameplay. Now, what I can just kind of randomly rant on is going to be the graphics. Look incredibly AAA. It looks really high production value. I'm a little bit worried, actually, though, over the readability of this game being an MMO. Probably going to be lower FPS. It's probably going to be a little jankier, especially being a Russian game. I bet the ping is going to be very bad. The netcode I'm worried about, but then also just the graphics, the noisiness of it, the fidelity in an MMO. It's special that it's so unique and good and high production, but also at the same time, the particle effects, the smoke of shooting, it just makes it kind of difficult to see. But then again, maybe that could add to the atmosphere, the hecticness, the struggle, the survival. I don't know. But in the end, I love clarity. That's why I play like arena shooters and games like Overwatch. I play cartoon shooters generally. So realistic shooters, though, I need to dive a little bit more into. And I think an RPG shooter and Stalker influenced shooter would be really cool. So in that, though, I really just want to geek out about the monster designs and the monster concepts in this game being very alien and weird, and things that kind of break physics, things that are, I guess, metaphysical. Yeah, no, that's all super cool. You know, absolutely, I'm so tired of zombies, to be honest, a little bit. I mean, I'll still play them, but like, you know, I love ingenuity, uniquity, and myself, I'm a fan of monster and monster design, and I loved the weirdness of Stranger Things, which I'll mention a million times in this impressions. I love just unique monsters, and I definitely need to read H.P. Lovecraft for sure, but that's the kind of vibes that I'm getting from this game, is that it's just alien and different and unique, and I want to shoot them. I want to shoot the weird jellyfish things. I want to see what this game has in store, especially being a PvE-focused game, yeah? Where I'm going to be working with my teammates to actually take out bandit camps like in... I always wanted Far Cry to be a proper co-op game, and I'm kind of getting that. This is Stranger Things Far Cry co-op, baby! So yeah, we'll see in the end, though, how MMO this actually feels. It might just be a looter shooter. It really just might be mostly a cooperative shooter, but it is being billed as an MMORPG, and I'm excited to see how that can actually be fulfilled. So if you guys have actually played any sort of, you know, Russian or Stalker-like survival game like Will to Live, I think is pretty, you know, it's getting a little bit popular. Please let me know in the comments below if those are worth playing, but I did just wanted to shout out, hey, this game exists. It looks really interesting. I mean, just clearly graphically, holy shit. You know, I'm really excited for it, and hopefully it does actually come out to be a proper MMO, but regardless, probably going to be a game worth looking into. Out of all the games that have ever been talked about and shown off in this sort of vein and style, I've looked at them, I've wanted to like them, but this is the one that actually had me like geeking out, and again, it's because of the weirdness of the anomaly, the technological anomaly, the phasing of the different, I don't know, monsters coming in, just the weirdness of the monsters. It just goes a little bit extra, you know, it just goes a little bit further than zombies or mutants or something like that. So I think it's really cool, and also it is going to be voice acted apparently. There is going to be quests. It is PvE focused. It just does seem to be like a step up, and also in a more unique direction than other games. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you even care about games like this? You know, or should we all just stick to the anime and European fantasy MMOs? Let me know in the comments below, but much love, keep the hype alive. My name is Skylent, and I will see you again next time. If you like and subscribe, so, you know, when I go live and post a video. Okay, that's it. Outro out. Bye.